Good morning. It's Monday. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I have all sorts of stuff to tell you. I went on family vacation up South Dakota, Wyoming, national parks, blah, blah, blah. Not going to get into that because today is Vermeer SC1052 demo day. Brand new machine, 115 horsepower, same basic frame as the 852 and the 1152 and everything. So they're letting me try it out today. So it's early, it's like 6. I am going to get my hands on this thing. No one's used it yet. Fresh paint. I'm honored that Vermeer Colorado's letting me do this. So not going to get into a whole bunch of talking right now. I'm going to get this machine. Big stump, big cleanup. I've got lots of gas. I don't know how much gas it's going to take to get through this job, but we're going to find out. So let's go see what this thing can do. Hope you're awesome. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Well, for those of you who have, maybe even haven't seen it, it is a 2023 or 4 Vermeer 1052. A little taller than the current 852. Much bigger cooling package. It is an Origin gasoline engine. And I believe it's on the other side. I'll go over there. The controls have changed a little bit. Like this stuff used to be right here. Now they've moved it up. The air filter on my machine, on the 852, is on the other side. Here it's the gas tank. So little different. Again, definitely a different cooling package. I love these vents. I hate on my 852. This fills up with debris, and I'm hoping that may keep some of it out. That's a pretty cool addition. I was really impressed to see that. VCS wheel, generation 2 VCS wheel, which I ran on my 852 for a little bit. What else we got? This is sick. I didn't know this. I was actually just found this out. Let me see if this is going to be a first for me. I've never done this before, but let's look at the engine first. There's the Origin engine, and somewhere on here, I saw it a while back, it says 5,000 hour service life. That's impressive. For a gasoline engine, I'm very impressed. But check this out. So I was looking. I drive mine with the cutter wheel facing on towards the back of the trailer. And so the exhaust pipe, if it's raining, it's going to take a lot of water. So I was like, oh, maybe we can move it. So check this out. I didn't know this. This is all new to me. But use their tool that they provide, and you can spin the exhaust pipe. So now it's not getting all that water in it. And I think that is just the coolest little idea ever. How rad is that? I've got a lot of figuring out to do in here yet. Radiator, coolant right there, fuel pump, gas tank. So far, and I just drove it onto a trailer, but so far I'm very impressed. This thing looks really cool. I will share a whole lot more, but here's just a quick initial rundown. I'm going to read the owner's manual just to see operating specs. Weight, it is 4,460, the same as the 852. It is a 115 horsepower gasoline engine. I don't have a torque spec yet. Tie down points are the same as the current 552 and 852. Looks like they redesigned the blade. Mine is a little different on a 21 852. This one seems to be reinforced a bit, which is awesome. But yeah, so let's see what it's all about, and let's try it. This will be pretty awesome. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this will be a really cool video. But yeah, let's try it out. The Vermeer 1052, brand new. Here's the engine tag I was talking about. It's outside the machine. So 4.3 liter, useful life, 5,000 hours. That to me is super impressive for a gasoline engine. That's quite a bit. So, but yeah, I'm just looking at everything. I'm kind of freaking out, playing with all this stuff to see just how similar or different it is versus my machine. It seems to be the frame, drive, motors. Most of it's very similar, but definitely taking it all in. Access is going to be a little tricky, but that's what we got. There she is. It's a lot of stump. Cottonwood. This thing's about 5 foot tall, probably 50 inches across. Quite the cavity in there. I could definitely go in there and sleep. There's a rabbit. We got some roots to chase. Yeah, so that thing's got to go away and haul it out of here. I guess this will be a good test. What's up, rabbit? You're not going to want to be here much longer. Got to move some rock and some edging. Yeah, this will be a good one. Alright, took a tire off to get through the access, and it did great. It was a bit tilted. No problems, just as expected from a Vermeer stump grinder. Engine revs much lower than I would expect. But I'm assuming that is the perfect balance of efficiency and longevity. 2600 RPMs is where it sits, and to me gas engines rev a lot higher, but to be determined. Overall, so far so good. Wish I had a remote. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm a little bit obsessed with having a remote control. But I'm going to just turn this thing on. I'm going to put you on the other side so that you can hopefully hear it better, and rev it all the way up. So here we go. It really is so quiet, which is, I guess, a good thing. A lot of people don't want a really noisy machine. Very, very, very quiet. So nice work, Vermeer. That's pretty cool. Drive and just wiggle. That's fast. I like that. Cleanup crew.
clutch shut off. Hey, so for the record, I started at 4.6, it's now 5.4, and I've used an eighth of tank of gas in 0.8 of an hour. So what is that, 8 times 6, 48 minutes? Eighth tank in 48 minutes. And some of that was driving, now it's dropping as I grind. 0.56 hours on the cutter wheel with the cutter wheel spinning. That's a good gauge. 141 on hydraulic. It's about 80 degrees, sunny. 140 on hydraulic temp, and 177 on coolant. So recap, all done. I'll go over there later, but I'm sending the machine out with my buddy Dusty, who brought me my baby girl. Which one would I rather? 852. The 1052 is rad. It is a super sick machine. Definitely impressed. That whole stump, I put 3.4 hours on the clock today. There's a bit of back blade in, a little bit of idle in, so 3.2 hours to get rid of that stump. But in 3.4 hours of use, I burned 10 gallons of gasoline, which is about the same as the 852, with like really close. And for a gasoline engine to be that efficient, I'm impressed. Hey, can you stop making so much noise? Could you be louder? Maybe a little louder? So 3.4 hours on the clock, burned 10 gallons of gasoline. Pretty impressed with the efficiency. The machine cuts great. I love that they put these like louver things, little vent things on there, like the spots where debris would end up on the current 552, 852, even some of the 1152s back in the day, the old 652, that was always open, and now it's all closed in, and I think that's pretty rad. They put one there too where debris always ends up, so that's cool. Definitely a great machine, definitely impressed. Vermeer did a really good job. I am just truly in love with the 852. That's the machine for me. But I definitely if you guys are interested, go run this thing, try it out. It's very, very similar to the 1152. And honestly, it burned less gas than the 1152 would in the same amount of time with diesel. So that's saying something with the new gas motors. But helmet, ear protection, are those steel toe? I'll be back in a bit. I'm going to switch machines. Well, about out of here. Root. I hit an irrigation line I left uncovered. Just about filled the 30-yarder. Pretty big hole. All right, so drove home, spent some time thinking, processing the day. That's a great machine. Vermeer definitely knocked it out of the park. It is more similar or closer performance to the 1152, which is 115 horsepower diesel. The 1052 is 115 horsepower gas. It's an Origin engine, 4.3 liter. Has a 5,000 hour service life, which I think is pretty impressive for gas. But the 1052 is really, really similar to the 1152, which is a awesome machine. Running a stump grinder without a remote control is not for me. It is so much slower and less efficient, and cutter wheel. Every wheel on the market except for New River throws a lot more debris. So I spent hours cleaning up the yards from where mulch was flying. And yes, I have tri-guards, and yes, I could make, I could do a little different, but I'm trying to compare apples to apples. The 1052 with the remote would be way more enjoyable, in my opinion. I would buy a 1052. I don't know if I will, but I would, since there's not a higher horsepower diesel option coming to the market anytime soon, from what I know, and I don't know anything, but Vermeer did a fantastic job with the 1052. So if you're in the market, I would definitely run it, check it out. I already talked about the fuel efficiency, which same as the 852. So you'll have, if you're going to work all day, you'll have to carry some backup fuel or gasoline. But that's the same with the 852, or definitely the 1152. The 1052 is more fuel efficient than the 1152 for the same horsepower. They've done a lot of really cool stuff. So congratulations and nice work to you, Vermeer. Great job, great machine. Definitely would recommend it. It's really sick. And it's a Vermeer. So, and I know there's some people that don't like the brand, and that's fine. You're welcome to whatever opinion you want. But if you're buying new machines and you have a dealer that is even halfway decent, I don't know why you would buy anything else. Yes, they're more expensive, but they work better. The proportional controls, the hydrostatic wheel, I'm a fan. I don't have to mess with it. I don't have to go home after a long day and work on it. And that is super important to me. I want a machine that works every single day, and that's what I've gotten from Vermeer, and I don't have to do much to it. Teeth, fuel, air filters, and some grease. That's it. That's it. That's all. And I don't want to be a mechanic. I can work on stuff. I don't want to. I would rather spend my time making money or being with my family, and that's what I get from every single Vermeer machine I've ever owned. And there's been quite a couple, six, seven, something. So I'll never, ever change my mind that Vermeer is not the best stump cutter out there. Other people do other things, and great, I'm happy for you. I don't care. This is my opinion. Vermeer is the top dog in the stump grinder game. Their stuff is just more thought out. The controls are more intuitive. They're safer. They're more efficient. They are just better performing machines than anything else on the market. So huge shout out to Vermeer. You guys absolutely crush it. You make awesome stump grinders, and the 1052 is a hit. I really truly mean that. It is an awesome machine. So for all you guys out there, go get one for the day or for the week or whatever you can get. Bother your dealers, tell them you want to run it. Definitely worth checking out. It's really cool. I think they're onto something. And I'm not a fan of gas, if you haven't already noticed, but I could live with this one for sure. It for a brand new machine, it rips. Absolutely rips. So I hope you guys find this informative. I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to ask questions. I know there's basically no one out there that has run this machine yet. There's like maybe one or two companies on the West Coast that got one a little while back, that have had some experience with it, but for most of us, it's not an available option yet. I'm super pumped that Vermeer Colorado let me go and break paint on this machine. Everyone at Vermeer Colorado, I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm truly like flattered that I got to go and take this one out for its first day. It's rad. Highly recommend. Vermeer's the best. That was pretty cool. That was awesome. Heck yeah, good job, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you get to go try the machine. And back to 852 life tomorrow. Got some weird stuff planned, I think, so should be interesting. See you guys tomorrow.